Welcome back! Empire Total War. Ottoman Empire, episode 13. Okay, we gotta get going here because I'm gonna really try to get this done this episode here. I think Mexico's gonna put up a fight, but we gotta get Gran Colombia off the map first, so that's what we're gonna work towards first. So let's get to it. I had a lot of faith in my ships right there. I could have added on a lot of time. A lot of time. There we go. Colombia out of the game. So all that is left is Mexico.
Emriniz var mı? Hazırım ve emirlerinizi bekliyorum. Efendim, emirleriniz?
You know, looking at it now, I probably could have. Finished this off last episode, maybe. We'll see. Maybe not. I'm sure it's going to be a tougher fight than I'm giving it credit for. I'm actually thinking I might leave that one there. As a just a protection to the north in case Mexico has an army that they could be moving across, or moving north, I should say. I think that's what I'm going to probably do. As a result, I know I've got this army over here coming.
Hazırlanın. Marş. Ek emirleri bekliyorum.
They have to know that we're coming for them. I think we will. We're going to leave that army up there just in case. Again, that fight is harder than we are giving them credit for. What I don't want to do is, we're so close to the end that I don't want to screw something up and end up having to spend another 40 minutes trying to defeat somebody here I should have been able to defeat, in the time that we're going to do this.
Hazırlanın. Marş. Efendim. Yelkenleri küçültün. Yelken açın. Gemi emirleriniz. Yelken aç. Açtı efendim. Yelken açın. Hedefe.
Okay, we're getting close. This turn might do it.
Efendim. Evet. Filo hazır.
All right, let's do this.
Saldırın. Kuşatma kaldırıldı. Yerlerinize. Bayrağı çekin. Felaket. Efendim, emirleriniz? Savaşa hazırlanın. Sona marş. Zafer.
Okay, that was the big one, so I think we'll be okay.
Hazırlanın. Bayrağı çekin. Zafer bizim. Ezin geçin onları.
I mean, props to Mexico for making it all the way up here. I mean, as late in the game as they got to start, because they didn't become a faction until we defeated Spain, and that's when a lot of this came about. But still, it's impressive.
Savaşa hazırlanın. Hurra, hurra. Birlikleri savaşa hazırla. Sona marş. Ek emriniz var mı? Efendim, emirleriniz? Hazırım.
I guess the inevitable.
Alçaklık. Düşman gemisi yaklaşıyor. Felaket. Zafer bizim.
All right, this is probably going to end it for us.
Evet efendim. Zafer. Evet.
But in case that it doesn't,
Saldırın.
yep, in case that it doesn't. That's what I was looking at.
Efendim, emirleriniz? Takip edin onları. Alçaklık. Zafer bizim. Hazırlanın. Takip edin onları. Evet. Zafer.
All right, so I think I'm actually going to go on for another turn or two here, because could be kind of copying out to say that we've achieved it whenever we've got a rebel Or we've got a rebellion going on. So let's suppress this, and then that'll be it.
Savaşa.
Watch that I don't win this.
Hurra, hurra. Sola marş. İndirin onları hepsini.
Let's do this.
Sola marş.
This should end it here.
Gemi emirleriniz
Nope,
kaptanım.
just kidding.
Yok edin onları. Evet lordum. Lordum. Efendim. Zafer. Sola marş.
Okay. And that should do it. Losing money though, you can see, because we have no trading partners. So we got it done. And pretty much good public order everywhere, which is good. We do not have a civil war or a revolt or in our uprising. Sometimes you get that where you have a some unhappy folk in your homeland, and you have to side with them or the government. We did not have that. Okay, wrap up time. You know, it wasn't too bad. You know, I think it wasn't too bad. We ran into some stiff competition. I shouldn't say stiff, but you know, maybe a little bit tougher at times. You know, I think so. Some of this, I think, the reason that maybe this, I don't know, because I've done this. I've completed this global domination in less episodes with some other factions. I think what kept this one a little bit longer was in our game, in our series here, Poland and Lithuania got very, very strong. And that but it led me to attack them, which wasn't the best situation at the time for me. But you know, when I saw that they took France, that was sort of the whoa. Like we need to deal with these dudes now before they get way too strong. So that there was that, and then we went through this sort of cycle where, you know, we were just at war with a bunch of people, different factions, and we'd cease fire with some, and then somebody else would take their place, and then everybody attacked us at once. I think, you know, you know, that was, we kind of really got, you know, there was that, and then we had some alliances that kept us from grabbing some regions. You know, down here in Italy, we were allied to Britain, and I wasn't ready to break that alliance, and we would have had we attacked some of the Italian factions. So there was that going on. So Europe, it just took a little while to get through that, and then kind of, you know, the U.S. was also kind of proved to be a tough foe, kind of down here. We took some regions and lost them back up here in the north. And then down here we had a hard time because, you know, this kind of dual, this Charleston, Savannah, they really work in tangent. And when you attack one, you're kind of attacking them both. And we had to get some significant armies there to handle that. Mexico wasn't as hard as I thought that it might be. It was partially why last episode I didn't push the envelope and say, hey, let's try to get it done. You know, I just wasn't sure what type of resistance we would meet kind of down here. Obviously up here, we could get those regions pretty quick. But the fact that they were even up here gave me a lot of pause. The fact that Mexico was up here and had multiple regions all the way up here, I was like, wow, that could be a tough fight, and it actually ended up being pretty easy. So what are you gonna do? We had a hard time with Grand Colombia than we did Mexico, even though they only had 2 regions. But yeah, I think as far as doing something differently, I don't know. I would say I don't know. I probably, when we defeated Spain and the American theater really broke up, we probably should have pounced on that a little bit sooner and kept the U.S. from getting a little bit stronger. I think that maybe would have helped our fight in Europe too, because we could have had a nice economy going over here. But again, it's when you ultimately conquer the whole world, it's you're kind of nitpicking there at that point, I think. No, it was good. We'll take it. We will take it. So appreciate everyone who stuck with us. If you did, if you liked this, there's other Empire series out there on the channel. Feel free to check those out. If you got your fill of this, and or whatever the case may be, got all sorts of non-Empire Total War stuff out there on the channel as well, so feel free to check all of that out. But again, either way, I appreciate you sticking with us, but this will bring an end to our series, playing as the Ottoman Empire. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, and come on back, and we'll see you somewhere else.